This is pomegranate juice, and I blended it by just using pomegranate and passion. Then I added just a little water, and it tastes so good. Taste is so good. If you are a person who doesn't like eating pomegranate just the way they are, you can just blend them using passion, the pomegranate, and some water, and you're gonna be enjoying it more than the way you would have if you had just consumed them the normal way. Hello, fellow holistic lifers. Welcome to another episode of Holistic Living. And today, our episode falls on a very, very significant a day, which is International Women's Day. And I'm so happy to be making this video and posting it, or to be sharing this video with you today, because as a woman, I am happy to be recognized. I am happy to be recognizing other women, their presence, and just whatever they do, but majorly just being a woman, because being a woman is such a work, so we need to be recognized. So happy Women's Day to all ladies who are here and everyone else who's not even here or watching this video. Wherever you are, happy Women's Day. You are an important person and you are recognized and you are doing so well. International Women's Day is usually here to recognize the achievements of women in or the achievements of a woman socially, culturally, economically, and all the way to politics. So this day is usually set to recognize the efforts and achievements of women globally and in so diverse ways, because you're going to find a woman in the economic setting, in political setting, in cultural, social, For instance, socially, we have seen women who have come up together to form groups, to form chamas that are supporting other women, uh, which is basically like social empowerment for other women. We have seen women come together to form groups that are going to uplift each other financially, especially chamas. So, and we have also seen women in business. We have seen women take political seats. Gone are the times when we used to see only men in the front seats of the government positions. Nowadays, I'm happy to see that so many of us, even the people that we interact with them on personal levels. I have friends who are in politics, not just the people that you see on TV. You have a friend or someone that you know who is in politics, and that is something that is so encouraging for women, and we are so proud of ourselves for that. Um, we have also seen ourselves get out of the house and go look for money just the same way that men do, because women also have their own needs, you see, and we also have our children, our family, and also even ourselves, and also people are building things for themselves, a future for themselves, Um, Sometimes back, I was watching a video by a certain lady on YouTube, and she was saying that it's so funny that men usually plan their future, and when it comes to money and investments, but a woman, especially married women, we tend to just be there, and you know that whatever your husband has put in place as investment is good for the two of you and maybe the children. So she was encouraging other women to also come up with their own investments, because life is individual. Things happen, partners pass on, divorce happen, so many things can happen along the way. um, some situations may arise that can sweep your income all at once, and you find that if you had extra something for yourself or to cushion the two of you or your family during those economic hardship times, you're going to be better off. What I'm saying is that actually, whoever was saying that was a woman who has done a lot of investing, and I actually felt so proud of her because for sure we are moving from those times where only men used to invest. Nowadays, everybody is into business and people are investing, men and women. So, and it's not easy because you are going to find a woman in the kitchen, you're going to find a woman in the eh, knowing what happened to their kids in school, checking on homeworks. You're going to find them managing the household, the nannies, even when they are at the office. So the work of a woman cuts across the whole areas of life, from the kitchen to business to management to finance, to even politics. We also want to go to know what is happening with the government, what needs to be changed, where needs to where do our politicians need to improve on, especially now that we are experiencing a lot of floods here in Nairobi. You can see on social media everyone is concerned, not only men, even women. So it means that women are rising, and I'm so happy for that. So the reason why you're going to find women being celebrated, especially on Women's Day and on Mother's Day, unlike men, because I think in a year we only get to celebrate men on Father's Day. I I guess there is also International Men's Day. I don't know, but what I'm saying is that women are celebrated more because a woman's work cuts all across so many areas of their life, and it's so easy to lose yourself during in the process of doing all that. So this day is usually set in place so as to recognize a woman, because a woman does a lot of work. You'll find a woman, as I have said, managing the kids, cooking in the kitchen, managing the house helps or home managers and farm hands. They are also looking for money, they are managing their partners, and also they are not even forgetting themselves. So a woman is someone who is very resilient, and very hardworking, even in cases where they seem not to be. So if you are a woman, just know that you are recognized and you are doing so well, because just alone being a woman is just a lot of work, and I can tell you as a woman. Yeah. Another important aspect of a woman that is usually recognized on International Women's Day is gender equality, the aspect of gender equality whereby we are trying to bring about balance in the roles in the society, or basically equity, whereby men and women are seen as people who have equal rights. um, and a major part of that is women's rights, which I believe so many people or women are not aware of, especially people who are not able to get quality education, or not education actually, even through schools. Education is done through so many ways, through social media, through we have communities that dedicate some time to teach their community members, their women, and one core, the core of being a woman is one is to recognize your rights as a woman, and which include the right to vote, You as a woman, you are entitled to vote for the someone that you feel is good for you. You know, whether you're married or not, if you say I'm supporting this person and maybe your partner is not supporting that partner, you have the right to vote for whoever you think is good for you. And more so, even being able to vote itself, regardless of who you are voting for, you have the right to go to the ballot and cast your vote. You know, you have the right to access medical medical care, especially sexual and reproductive health. We have seen so many people, especially from cultures where there is no gender equality, whereby women are being subjected into things that you cannot even imagine. For instance, you find women being told that you cannot do contraceptives, or you cannot control your birth. There are so many ways, of course, of controlling of birth control. So as a woman, you are entitled to also have a say in the number of children that you have, um, how you want to space them. So as much as someone is married, you should also have a say. You are supposed to sit down with your partner. You have the right to sit down with your partner and discuss those things, whether you want this or you don't want that. And also, right to bodily autonomy. How many times have you seen women say that, I'm married. It's like I don't have the right to my body. My husband is entitled to, you know, my body. No, there's no such thing as that. You have the right to your body. You know, you are the person who should give permission on what you want to be done to. If you don't feel comfortable doing this at this particular time, you are supposed to communicate that. You have the right to do that. And that is why most people don't get it when you see someone saying that I was married and this person used to rape me. And you wonder, some people wonder, how can someone who is married be raped? Yes, someone who is married can be raped because they have the right to their body autonomy, you know. They should decide you know, when to have intercourse, when not to have, because sometimes maybe someone is not feeling well, someone is not okay mentally, and they are trying to communicate that to their partner, and they are not giving that listening ear. So, as a woman, you have the right to rule over your body and make decisions or choose what to be done to you, you know, and communicate that. So, there's no one who has right over your body, regardless of whether you are married or not. You are you have the right to be listened to. Men, I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm just saying that it's also good for you if you have a partner. Don't just be pursuing them, be forcing them to do things. Just let them know if they are comfortable doing whatever thing you want to do to them, because they are also human beings. And above all, if you love someone and truly love them without the aspect of control, I am sure that you would want to listen to them. So, true love means that there is clear communication, not just about control. So, kindly, I'm not being harsh on you simply because it's on Mother's or Women's Day. So, I'm just communicating to women without necessarily or harming you or condemning you. I'm just saying what should be done or what a woman should be doing. Those are just rights of a woman. And if you love someone, it's also good that you recognize their rights as well. Those are just but a few highlights of International Women's Day. But major takeaway is that this day, International Women's Day, is usually here for us to appreciate ourselves, recognize our presence, and also our achievements across diverse areas. You know, from economic, cultural, social, political, and also call for recognition of your rights as a woman, a right to vote, right to access medical care, a right to education if you feel like you want to further your education or you want to learn something, a right to engage in political, if you want to run for a seat, if you communicate well with the relevant people, then you can do that. It's a right to do that. A right and freedom from violence. There's no way you can be beaten by someone and say that they have the right to do this to me. No, nobody has the right to beat you because this body is not it's not a puppet. So you have the right to protect yourself against violence, and there are the relevant authorities where you can report such cases. you know Also, on Women's Day, International Women's Day, we call up upon or advocate for equality. You know, being able to view a man and a woman as equal, especially at work during um, payment for work done. If you are an accountant and you are being paid 200,000, you are a man, the same should be paid to someone else, even if they were a woman. So his day is such a beautiful day, and I'm so happy to be recognized as a woman and also to sit down and just talk about women, because women are everything in the society, I would say, because you have seen in so many occasions where there is especially the other time we went home and our mom was not there, and I was calling her and telling her, this home feels like there is nobody here because you are not here. Even at home, when a mother is not there, you feel like, or when a woman is not at that home, you don't even want to visit because it won't feel homely or as homely as it would have been if the woman was around. So even men, we are calling you upon you to recognize your women today, because women are an integral part of society, because they are the one who gives birth to generations. Even a man is born of a woman. So a woman is someone who should be respected as we also respect others. Let's view each one as equal, not seeing his as superior and this is, you know. Let's and above all, let's respect each other. If you have a woman in the house or at your place of work, recognize them. Today in church, our minister said, told the men in the church to just spare some time to go around greeting the women who are around where their sitting areas and wish them an International Women's Day. And he was saying that every woman, as a small baby girl here, who never goes away, regardless of the age. And that is the girl that feels so happy when you tell a woman, I love you, when you buy a woman something. So, one thing about us women, we have that little baby girl inside ourselves that never goes away, even when we are 100 years old. And that is what differentiates us from men. So recognize women, love them as you would want to be loved, because when a woman is loved, she reciprocates that the people around them. So if you want love, give love. If you want appreciation, give appreciation, because we can only serve from a full cup, or we serve what is within ourselves. So happy International Women's Day to all the women here and every other woman in the world. I wish you all the best. You are loved, valued, and recognized. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.